Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Art Time with Aaron. My name is Aaron. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is our first ever episode, and this is going to be the first in a 4-part series for the month of July. This July, I decided that we're going to go ahead and do some character design. And for today's show, we're going to go ahead and design ourselves a rat assassin. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. The first step is going to be the brainstorming process. So let's come up with some sketches, get some reference material, and then we can move on from there. Alrighty, let's get started. Alright guys, so we're starting off with our sketching process here, and this first one actually turned out really good. I really liked how strong the pose was, but I wanted to keep exploring, see what else I might come up with. So we're gonna go on with another pose right here. This one I wanted to try to do something a little bit more dynamic, as if he was jumping, leaping towards an enemy. Didn't really like how that was going. I wanted to showcase some kind of skull, some kind of head that he was carrying. Tried a couple more relaxed poses right here, and didn't really like how it was looking, so I saw a reference image, which I'll show right now. And this picture right here really inspired this pose, which ended up being the final pose. So I was just sketching out this idea, trying to get a feel of how this is gonna look. I really wanted the assassin to be holding up a cat's head, just to show that, you know, fresh off the kill. And I started adding a little bit more details here. Really liked how it was turning out. So there's Mousassin's Creed right there. So adding a little bit more details, getting the proportions a little bit better. And once we finalize that, we can move on to the refining stage. Alright guys, so here we are in the refining stage. I went ahead and blew up the drawing to fit the entire screen. What we're gonna do in this stage basically is just adding in the details, just making sure that everything is nice, it's tight, and there is a good amount of lines that you can see so you can figure out what the this drawing is, because without any lines it would just be a piece of paper. Well, actually it's not even a piece of paper, it is a digital piece of paper, which in reality is nothing. Ooh, but anyways, I'm getting a little off topic here. Let's get back to the drawing. This is all about the details right here, and if you haven't noticed it yet, yes, this drawing, this rat design is definitely inspired by Assassin's Creed. I've actually been playing Assassin's Creed for the last 36 hours. Yes, I put in 36 hours in the last 2 days for Assassin's Creed Origins. I've never been a big fan of this game, really, of this series rather, but this game, man, this game is cool. I really like it, really enjoy it, and it is partially the inspiration for this drawing today. Now, as you guys may have noticed, just a few seconds ago, I had the cat's face heading, the cat's head facing to the left, and I didn't really like that, so I went ahead and turned his face back up to the front. I wanted our mouse assassin to be presenting this cat's head to the audience, so went ahead and switched that over, and now we're adding a couple more details. We're adding in hash marks for the shadows, because I love hash marks, and that's my favorite way of adding shadows. Continuing on to his legs right here, his pants. Not my favorite part of this drawing, to be perfectly honest, but it is there. It is solid. It's okay. I'm okay with it. I've gotten over it. I'm making this video, alright? I'm doing it. Okay, so we're adding his little belt strap right here. Didn't like the first part. Wanted to make it a little bit more relaxed. We're gonna add a little hook right here so he can have his he can have a little place where he can put his little trinkets, his bags of goodies and tricksies and all that good stuff. So yeah, continuing on this refining process right here, just adding a little bit more detail to the cat, making sure it's looking nice and dead, putting some drips of blood right there just to emphasize the effect, adding a couple more bags to his bags of trickeries and all that good stuff. So let's see what else we got going on here. We are pretty much almost done with this refining process, adding a couple more details. I wanted to add his tail on here. Had a little trouble figuring out how to add his tail, so we're gonna come back to that a little bit later. We're gonna add a couple more shadows right here, some hash marks. And let's see. Okay, this is the part where I wanted to add some kind of background, so I decided that we're gonna write this phrase right here, which if you can tell me what it means, I'll get you bonus points, but I will leave that up to you guys. We are almost done with the refining stage. Finally figured out his tail, trying to add some background, didn't like it, so you know what, we're just gonna get into the coloring phase and figure out the background a little bit later. Alright, here is the final refined line art. Alright guys, so this is gonna be a quick one. This is the final stage in the process. This is the coloring stage. So I did this a little bit differently. There's different ways I color. Sometimes I'll put down flats, sometimes I'll just go in there with a soft brush. This time I went ahead and started with the gouache brush on Procreate, and this is going to be fairly quick. It's a simple coloring job. Just wanted to keep it nice and simple, I guess. We have two main schemes right here. Of course, we have our cool colors and our warm colors. Cool colors will be on our rat assassin. The warm color shall be on our dead assassinated cat right there. Not much to say for this guy. We're just adding in some deeper shadows just to make sure that his face and his body pops. Finally decided on the background right there, which is basically you know, just some fog effects, so on and so forth. Lighten that up a little bit, and voila, there it is, our finished product. Here is our rat assassin. And now back to me for our extra. Yeah, extra. Get it? Because intro, extra. All right, I'm out of here. All right, guys. Well, that is it for today's show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you on the next episode of Art Time with Aaron. Bye-bye. Perfect. I like it.